It is not surprising that Hampton Clinic is one of the busiest clinics for cool sculpting in the UK, with Dr Hill, the UK's leading cool sculpting doctor, and being set in the grounds of Hampton Manor with 45 acres of woodlands, a Michelin-star restaurant and a boutique hotel. There is nowhere more appealing to go.
Hi, I'm Dr Lorraine Hill from Hampton Clinic, and I'd like to explain to you how we price cool sculpting. There's not an easy answer to a simple question. You have to understand a little bit about how cool sculpting works and what areas we can treat to be able to understand the whole pricing package. That's why we find it difficult to give you an answer over the phone, and we generally encourage you to come in, have a consultation so we can go through this in great detail. The first thing you need to understand with cool sculpting is that it is the original fat freezing device that was made in America. With it being the first original device, they were able to patent all the really important aspects of the machine. So they patented the safety aspects, which means it's the only machine on the market which has FDA clearance and CE marking. These are your safety stamps of approval for medical devices. So we know with cool sculpting, it is safe and it is effective. This does reflect in the price. It is a premium product offering the very best of results. So the machine freezes fat, and it will freeze fat in any area where we can pinch fat. So we can freeze area, the double chin, for instance, if you've got an area that you can pinch under the chin. We can do tummies where you can do whole right from the top of the tummy under the chest all the way down to the rolls right at the bottom of your tummy. We can do arm fat, what we call the bingo wings. We can do bra fat, hips, outer thighs, inner thighs, and even the knees. So when we're doing an assessment to see how many applicators that we need to put on an area, we get you to come in for a consultation and we basically measure you up. So we have different size applicators. Now, this is our most standard applicator. We call this the Cool Advantage. There's one that's slightly larger than that, and that's called the Cool Plus. This has double the surface area of this applicator, so it's going to obviously freeze out a much larger amount of fat. This one does come with a surcharge because it costs us more to buy this. So our machines are operated by, we have to purchase cards to operate the machine. So this is more expensive for us to buy, hence this comes with a surcharge. The rest of them are all the same price. So this is the Cool Advantage. This is the Cool Petite, which is a little bit smaller, and the Cool Mini, which does small areas of fat under the chin or on the knees. And this is a flat applicator called the Cool Smooth Pro. So this will do our outer hips where it's flatter and harder to pinch fat. So when you come in for a consultation, we're going to measure you up these are what we call templates. So these templates are the same size as our applicators that we're going to put on during the treatment. So we'll be able to measure to see which applicator is going to fit you best. So if, for example, we're doing a tummy, typically the Cool Advantage will fit on the tummy about 4 times. So we'll be able to do one there, one there, one there, and one there. And that's going to give us good coverage to freeze all the fat in the tummy. Some people have very large rolls of fat at the bottom of the tummy, and we might get this larger applicator along the whole roll of fat on the bottom. Some people have very long abdomens, so we might do 2 very large ones at the bottom, then another 2 just under the tummy button, and then 2 just under the chest. If we're doing an arm, for example, some people have very short arms, and one standard Cool Advantage will just fit on that arm. Some people with long arms might require 2 applicators to cover the whole area. Or you could have a very small arm and just need what we call the petite. If we're doing your chin, depending on the extent of your double chin, you might just have one very small little bit of fat that we can pinch right in the centre. And this is the template for the Cool Mini. And that will just fit under the chin, and we'll measure up and say, yes, just one applicator should do fine. If you have a large, extensive roll of fat, it might be that we want to come right out to the angle of the jaw and pop the applicator on 1, 2 and 3 times. So pricing of Coolsculpting is done per applicator. Each time we put the applicator on, we call it a cycle. So we say that is 1 cycle, that is 2 cycles, and that is 3 cycles. So we will measure how many cycles you're going to need. We might do 3 on the neck, you might have 4 on the tummy, you could have 2 on each arm. It's very common that people will have up to 12 cycles in one session, and you can have all of that done in one day. And with 2 machines treating you both sides at the same time, we can get that done in double time. So the cost, if we're just going to do 1 applicator, we at Hampton Clinic charge £650 to do 1 applicator. But if you start having a course of treatment, we're going to do the whole of the tummy and a number of areas, the price per applicator comes down, and we do a price package according to the number of applicators, coming down as low as £450 per cycle if you're having 12 cycles. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Coolsculpting is permanent fat loss. On average, it's been calculated that you will lose about 27% of the fat that we freeze. So when we're taking that roll of fat, it's not, the whole roll will not disappear. Often visually for me, I say it's about half the roll of fat is going to go down. So if you don't have excessive amounts of fat and we're just shaping your body, sculpting your body, treating it once is often enough. If you're a little bit larger and have a little bit more fat than you should have, you might want to do the treatment more than once. Here at Hampton Clinic, we want to make it give you the very best results possible. So second time around, we make it much more affordable and do it almost at cost price. So with us, if you're going to have a second treatment of the same area, each cycle will then be £250 per cycle. If we do the bigger one, there's always a £100 surcharge with the larger applicator. So you can see it's not a straightforward answer to a question, but I hope it will give you some idea, working out how many areas that you want to treat and how much fat that you have. I usually liken one hand covers about the same area as the standard applicator. So you can probably work out whether you'll need 1 applicator on an arm or whether it's just 4 on your tummy. But the easiest thing for you to do is come in. Consultations are complimentary with myself, and I can go through in great detail all about the treatment, how it works, any possible side effects, complications of treatment, checking your past medical history, any medication that you might be on, so we can check that the treatment is suitable to you. So just book a consultation, come along and see me, and we can have a chat. Thank you.